Alright, welcome back to MI Milsurp. This episode, we're pretty much just messing around. I cleaned up a little bit, so it's a little more respectable, but as you can see, it's still a pretty big mess. Um, all my boxes and stuff you saw from the last video where we did a little update on the corner, but today we're going to do something special instead of just showing off. But you can see this is my M16A1 clone. She's coming together pretty well. I had to take a little break from her because, well, work ain't going so well right now, so we're just, this is property U.S. government, M16A1. It's not actually the U.S. government, and that's not actually its serial number. The real serial number is on the bottom there, but we're not going to show it. Maybe you're going to see it, but doesn't matter. But you see it says safe semi-auto. Clearly, it's not going to go into real full auto, but it is cut out so that you can put that in there if you wanted to, I suppose. I'm not going to. I'm going to put a super safety in there, just like I do with almost all my ARs now. I'll put that back where she belongs, and we'll take a look at what we really came here for. I am going to show off how I make patches for my black powder. You might have noticed I've been a little bit of a black powder kick recently. That's okay. We'll kind of show off how we do the patches today. I'm going to use this little tripod. Hopefully it holds up pretty well, but if it doesn't, then you'll find out. So I'm going to pause there, put the thing in the tripod, and hopefully this works out. Alright, we got it set up in the tripod. I'm actually going to use the same tripod, or my better one if I ever find it, to show off how I got that black powder ball out of that the Kentucky rifle. We're going to show that off in a minute too, what I did with that Kentucky rifle since the last time you saw her. But this is pretty much how I do my my patches for my round ball when I shoot that. You don't need it for a Pennsylvania ball, considering they are the same size. But you see, I just kind of slice into that, and then it should tear up pretty good. Get those extra ones, and then that's it. That's a patch. That's a patch I can use to stuff down my my bore, and I can use that as a patch. So we'll start making a little bit more of those. Actually, quite fun to do this. You can see there's kind of a grid work pattern right here. I don't know if it's showing up on the video, the last one, but we'll show her up a little bit more. So just kind of cut a little square shape into her. Whoop. And then it just should tear right where I cut. Yep, just like that. And then we got ourselves, whoop, another patch. Beautiful patches too. They work great. This is just the right thickness. It's flannel. Let's cut off this intrusive piece here, because you don't want that. That's not gonna, see how it's kind of got that fold to her? That's not gonna work very well. So we'll discard that. Kind of show off another one. Oh, this in frame. Trying to get everything in frame here. A little off, but she'll work just fine. See, we just give a nice little tear. Throw that other piece away. That's a little bit of a small patch, but that'll work just fine. That's how I make my patches. Simple, easy. And I got a bag full of stuff for that. Pick up the tripod. You can see the bag full of stuff. Different shirts, 100% cotton shirts as well, so they are correct for what you want to do to make patches. But now I got a few patches. Let me show those. They don't have to be perfectly uniform. Doesn't really matter. I'm not going for target shooting here. This is just have a little bit of fun. Make sure she shoots really well. But that's pretty much it for that. Put those away. It's very easy, very simple. Oh. Those taken care of. Let's go. Shut the knife here. This knife actually is really cool. My wife got it for me for our anniversary. It's got our wedding date on it and then my initials. And then she's got a nice cross on there. But it's a pretty nice knife. I can't complain. I love this one. Carry it with me almost every day. It's my quote-unquote EDC knife. I have a few other knives, as you know, but let's take a look around here real quick. We'll show off what I did with the Kentucky rifle. So the Kentucky rifle, ignore this for a minute, is now in its own little blanket. I got this at the Colonial Encampment. I wasn't able to really update you guys on that. I've got her in the old blanket here. Then I got a couple other things. This is my gun cleaning kit. You've seen that before. This is my screwdriver. And I got a bunch of patches here for cleaning. But we're taking a look at this this blanket. And then the other thing I got for my Mountain Man outfit that I'm going to be doing is this knife here. Now, it's not the sharpest knife in the world, but she works just fine. And she looks the part, that's for sure. It is sort of a kid-sized one. Still fits around my head, thank God. But it works good for what my purposes are. Trying to make a sort of a mountain man. Not a mountain man, more like a mountain ranger. Green Mountain Boys. A hunter who would have been a Minuteman. Trying to protect his farm, his home, during the American Revolution. And even during the French and Indian War. It's kind of what I'm going for with my look. It'll be more dilute colors, definitely more brown, earth tones, not really going to be the blue or the red, definitely not the red coats. But that's what I'm going for with that. We've also got some reloading equipment. This 4440 reloader here, I didn't really need it when I did my thing. I did have a couple that had caps, and then the decapping pin did come in handy for that. This is Cowboy reloader, the Winchester reloader, that is. You can see right there, 44 WCF, Winchester centerfire, and then it's got its patent dates on it. Manufacturer, manufactured by the Winchester Repeating Arms Company in New Haven, Connecticut. This is an original Cowboy reloader, and there is a 4440 in there. It does not have a cap. It does not have powder. That's what I have this for. A Frankford Arsenal bullet puller, impact puller. So get your bullet in there with the right, see those back there, right rim, and then you bang it against something hard, preferably not the floor or the carpet, but then it pops your bullet out, get the powder, you can reload. That's what this guy comes in for right here, rest of the way. This clearly is not a bullet puller, it's for after you pulled your bullets. And look, we got a kitty. That's Marcy. We have a new kitty in the house. I don't know if she's up here or not, but we'll go look for her in a minute. Oh, you having fun on my little gun blanket? There's a gun in there. Yeah. My gun kitties. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a purr coming from her. But that's pretty much it. See my black powder over there. That's the company, the Bad Attitude Department. I got my M16A1 lower from. Came in this box. I got all my lower parts in there right now, so I'm not going to open her up. But that's pretty much easy on that one. I like the lower on that. I hope I can really work on it some more, but bills are mounting and vacations are coming and money is tight. I wasn't able to continue. But hopefully I can continue again soon. We'll see how the summer bills go and how after the raise my money starts coming in, if it comes in at all. But I'm really trying here, guys, to keep the balance between YouTube and home and work and everything. Doing this out of fun, so that's where we keep it. It's just fun. I hope you guys like the kitty break. Yeah. She's certainly enjoying it. Oh, yeah. Well, let's go see if we can find some more kitties. We'll make this video a little worthwhile. Okay. All right. Well, this is going to be a 2-for-1. Hi. Yeah. Because behind this one, kind of being guarded. Oh, she's coming up now. She turned her back. That's our new kitten. Last one you saw was Armani, and this right here, this is Smidge. She's named after her mother, whose name is Smudge. You can see she's got this little smudge on her nose there. These two get along pretty well, but so far everybody's kind of wary of the new kitten, especially Marcy. She's been the one that's kind of been the hardest on her. Hi, what you doing? Yeah. Kitty, kitty. Yeah. Aw, a good close up right there. Will you stop smelling her butt? You a dog? My goodness. This, if you didn't know, this was for my son, but it's been adopted as a cat bed for this one right here. She loves it. Let's stop with the cats and we'll go talk about guns again. Well, this one didn't want to leave me, so she followed me all the way back over here. There's not much else to tell. Just sort of an update, along with a little bit of a tutorial on cutting those patches, so you don't have to go buy them. You can just use an old shirt, an old flannel, whatever you need. As long as this is 100% cotton on it, or even linen, that'll work just fine. This patch. Just make sure it's not thick, it's not like a sweater or anything. Just an outer shirt or an old shirt. I can give you an example of that in my bag real quick. Let me pause her again. So this is an old torn up shirt right here. It is a Tractor Supply shirt, but I've completely destroyed it. So it's got holes in the armpits. You can't use it anymore. So I was going to use that for more patches. And then I got a pair of shorts here. That was it's a much thinner material. So if I've ever like, okay, I'm kind of running out of ideas here, I can use this. And then I got the flannel, of course. That's what we were cutting. It's flannel. And then of course we got these patches I made. So just keeping up. Are you having a good time? Huh? Yeah. Maybe when we get a bench, you'll be up on that bench all the time. My gun cat? Yeah. Oh, hi. You see Marcy left. She decided she didn't like the kitten being around. Oh, the powder horn back there, all the black powder stuff. And, well, you know what? Actually, let's get out the black powder pistol. If I've got it out, I think I've got a finder. Yeah, let's go get that out real quick. Alrighty, we're back. I was going to open her up beforehand, but I thought, it'd be pretty cool to open her up. This is where I keep all the older guns. Not really the most expensive ones, but they're the older ones. I think I left the pistol in here. Maybe not. You do not go in the safe. No, ma'am. Not leave it in there, so let's try again real quick. Jeez, oh peas, that took me a minute. I couldn't find it. Literally, it took me 20 minutes to get this thing out. For you guys, the power of YouTube and video editing, you're going to be like, oh, it just took 30 seconds. 2 seconds. But that's the saddle blanket she sits in. This is a lot more tough. It's a much thicker fabric than this one. But I'm going for, with this guy, just a normal one. Oh, we had a cat spat. Not her, though, thank goodness. Just one of the older two. Yep, the older two. Doesn't matter. But this 1851 Navy is my black powder one. It sits in a saddle bag or a saddle sack. Made with a similar material, much thicker, harder. Going to be thick for the trail. This is just, you put your weatherproofing on her, and then it kind of you wax it, whatever you want to do, weatherproof it, and it keeps it out of the elements so that you can shoot without and worry about it being all beat up. But I'm going to take both of these out and clean them probably soon. We'll do a video on cleaning black powder pistols and rifles. But this one's a percussion cap rifle or pistol. You can see I took that detent screw out on the front there. Just my finger right there. Because I was like, oh, why the hell do I need that? This thing is so tight in there. And that spring is super tight too. I can barely even push it down with my finger. But see, we got her on full cock now. It's not loaded. I know 100% it's not. You can take a look. We won't point her at ourselves. Take a look. She ain't loaded. There's no way. You see the forcing cone and stuff. You can't tell right now. I mean, but the odds of it going off without a percussion cap are slim to none. But I'm not going to drop that hammer on there. maybe just once for the viewers because we're not shooting this weekend. Hasn't been really feasible to go up there and shoot. The weekends I've had off, we've been busy or we've been going to the Colonial Encampment. Check out that video. Very cool. I enjoyed going to the Colonial Encampment. You'll probably enjoy the battles as well. I did a whole video on just showing off the battles and then one of the activities that went on. But I'm having fun. 2 weeks from now, we're going to the Mackinac Rendezvous, which is similar to the Colonial Encampment, but it takes place in Mackinac City, up by the bridge. That'll be a fun one to do. I'm hoping to get some more things, kind of like this blanket and this knife, to try and get my my outfit going. I try and find all the deals that I can. But let's go back to this cowboy gun. I got this because I was interested in black powder, and I thought, man, percussion would be a lot easier than getting a flintlock. I was wrong. eBay took me a while to get all this stuff. I got the entire bottom and everything offline and everything, all that. I actually took these handles here off of my my 1873 Pieta. Same exact dimensions and everything. So I thought, well, shit, put her on here and make it easy to hold. Essentially, it's a little small for the hand. Pieta doesn't make them very tight, but we'll drop the hammer real quick so you get that idea of what it's like. It doesn't have a rear sight. The rear sight is the top of the hammer, and then once you pull the trigger, hammer gets out of the way, or gets in the way, I mean. And yep, you got to pull her again. The caps that I have for that are not out, and I'm not pulling them out. But, well, maybe we'll show them. We'll show them off real quick because I wanted to show off the difference, you know, 4-wing percussion cap and the percussion caps for a black powder pistol here. She does have her own loading arm. So yeah, oh, there we go. Pull her out, and then that allows you to load into the cylinder, the pistol, bullet, and powder. Oh, and then you put your caps on. This is where you put the caps on, or over here. You roll everything around, and then it pretty much you just do it until you get to the end. The way you can do it is on half cock here, or quarter cock, I mean. Half cock. Yeah, there is no quarter really on this thing. It's half or 3/4 or whatever. And it sits in this halfway mark, so that when you're doing it, you have to be intentional on where you line everything up, so that when you're going, it doesn't end up screwing everything up. Then when you're ready to shoot, you got all your caps on, pull her into full, so your lines are right up. Timing is beautiful on this, and you pull the trigger. I love this thing. It's balanced pretty well. It's pretty heavy in the front, honestly, but balanced when you do the twirl. Flips right back in. Right back in. I can see why this was the gun of choice for the Westerns and such, other than the 1873. It does fit pretty good in the hand. It's not aimable when you got it in that full grip, so I kind of put my pinky on the bottom, and then that gives me that sort of, so I can see where I'm shooting. I do enjoy this one. I need to take it out. It's a hell of a thing to clean. This thing fouls up like crazy in every little crevice. The black powder here, same black powder I use, just 2F instead of 3. Very dirty, but easier to clean, I would say. You just pour that water straight down the barrel and down into the action. Yes, I know where the barrel is and I know where the action is. I did this intentionally. The top is up there, and I pushed her in like that, so I know which way it goes. Same way you saw, probably. A little smidge here. Hi. Hello. What you doing? I'll skip that. Whatever. Oh, let's pause her and show off those percussion caps. Alright, I'm going to set up the tripod for this part, just because I wanted 2 hands. This right here, my U.S. embossed. It fits because this is the 1851 Navy. She's not in the correct 36 caliber. It's 44. I just didn't want to be anemic. But you can see in here, we've got the lubed patches, and then I don't have the round balls in here. I got these patches as well that go in the cylinder, so they don't have to round up or go around them. That's only if I have smaller balls for those ones there, and this is for when I have the bigger ones. I can show off the difference in the balls probably as well. Do it real quick. Oop. These are my 2 powder horns. Smidge, don't play with that. That kitty was coming over here and playing with the screen. She almost turned off the video. These are my my powder measurers. I'll show off. I have the cheat sheet right here, so I'll read off which one it is. It's powder measure Gator 30, and I have a 35. So the Gator is the 30. This one's a 35. That's how I remember. I have this little cheat sheet to remind me which one is which. But let's get to the main event here. The difference between the 2 caps. These are our number 10 caps. They go on the end of the pistol. No, I'm not going to put them on there and pop them off, so don't even ask. Not unless I'm shooting. These things are like gold. But they're mercury fulminate caps, just like they would have used to the Remington ones. I got these at Dunham's in my hometown. I'm going to show off, there we go, in the bag, the wingtip musket caps. These go over here. See how much significantly bigger these are. I'll pull up the number 10 cap. Number 11 cap, I don't think is going to fit on your musket either. Nor would you want to try and do that, but you can see the difference in the 2 cap. Oh, that one decided it wanted to fly away. See the difference in the 2 caps. Musket, pistol. Musket cap is going to probably go off quite a bit. We actually had a lot of trouble with it last time we did it. I had more success with the pistol one, just because I think it's more direct, it's straight, as opposed to on a musket, it's kind of curving its way in there. That's probably why they're bigger like this. Wingtip mercury fulminate. There's copper. Oh, there we go. Don't want to lose all my caps. And then, of course, a box of things they come in are kind of, you know. I was very fortunate to get these wingtip ones. I'm glad I got them. Those are for the 1861 Springfield that we have. I wouldn't use the patches that I make for my Kentucky rifle and my pistol, especially since they're pretty big, and this one's a little more iffy, a little more, I don't want to say iffy, it's a little more picky. It's not going to go off and not going to fill with something that rough, whereas that Kentucky rifle was made to do a lot more rough stuff. Oh, I think that's pretty much it. We kind of showed off a lot of random shit this weekend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. Comment what you thought. Comment what you want to see more of. There's a lot of little things I dabbled in today. I'd love to show off a black powder day. I've been thinking about that since I started doing this. So tell me what you think about that. If you really liked it, go ahead and subscribe. I enjoy seeing the subscribers, and I really enjoy talking to people in the comments. It's one of my favorite things to do is reply to comments on my breaks or in between calls when I'm at work. I think you guys probably heard my son downstairs. He's having a little bit of fun. Well, I'm probably not going to edit this video much, as just leave her as she is. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.